Hello everyone. Today I just thought of something that happens with low achieving students. With low achieving students, we tag them, we call them lazy, we call them stupid, we call them empty head. We just push them at the other side of the classroom or our homes, and then we concentrate on those bright students. Parents do that as well. Just because your child is not succeeding in school well, or it's so difficult for your child to learn even the letters, you tend to want to concentrate on other siblings who produce best results in school and are more intelligent even when they are talking to people around the home. For nannies, the same thing. You feel like this child is so empty, you're just wasting your time. Hello guys, happy new year. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is LittleNolly'sDream by Nuella, and I am Nuella Taba. So today guys, I'm just going to give us some 6 points that are going to help us to work well with low achieving students. So for our topic today, we're talking about low achieving students. Actually, some people call them weak students, but no, they are just low in achievement because they take their time. You need to work so well with them. You need to really focus on them. You need to encourage them. So let's look at those tips that we can use to help us work well with those students so that they could get to the level of those high achieving students and even get better or best in the class. And you can raise some hope in the hearts of those children because you don't know what they go through just because they are not able to be understood, or they don't love them that much, or they don't show so much love towards them because of their the way they are, because of the way they take the time to study, the way they take time to comprehend everything, so it's really very important. So without any further ado, we're just going to go into the first tip, which is persistence. Please, teachers, parents, anyone working with children, there's no way you can give up on that young soul. That's your only hope to making a change. You have to work with this child. I know there will be some times when you have to maybe go through drills, for example, drills for letters, and then the child cannot even remember the letter A. You don't give up. You keep on. You keep on. You don't give up. Whatever strategy you're using, whatever style you're using, you don't give on. You don't give up. You keep on change. You keep on evolving. You keep on using more styles until you get to the point where this child is able to learn and be able to say and be able to identify and be able to use whatever you are teaching them. So it is very important. Do not give up. Be persistent. Do not relent your effort. Keep going. Next is likes and comfort. Why do I put it this way? It's because first is what you should look on in the child, and the second is what you should do as the practitioner or the person that is working with the child. Most of the times we're using the word practitioner because it is a general term for all those working with children. You're practicing at the level of the home. You're practicing as a parent. You're practicing as a teacher, or whoever you are, just working with children. So, like I said, comfort and likes. I'll begin with likes. First of all, it is very important for you to know the child's likes, what the child likes and what the child dislikes. You notice sometimes children prefer sticking to cutting. Yes, you have to help him or her develop more skills, but how about using that first skill that he has, which is sticking? He prefers using his fingers to stick stuff. So you help the child Stick the letter A, stick the letter B, take it out from the place where he got it stuck. Take it out, take it out, take it out. And then you talk to him or her about the letter. Then comfort the child, because there will be a time when even the child is not understanding why he or she cannot remember these words, why he or she cannot remember this letter, why he or she cannot remember the target language that you are teaching them. So you need to comfort the child. Tell the child it's okay to not know now, but don't worry, you're going to know soon. The child needs that comfort from you. That way the child is comfortable and their mindset is ready enough to come towards you, because that's the first thing. If the child is not happy to come towards you, he or she is not even will not even be able to learn. So you have to help the child get accommodated or acquainted with you in the way that you comfort them, and then you can now continue with his or her learning. Well, the third one is asking for help. This is what teachers do not do. Many of them, they just want to, act like they know it all, and they don't want to share the ideas. They don't want to ask for help. They feel like they're going to be looked upon as someone who is incompetent. Come on, in your management, there are people who have more experience than you, or who you have observed that they have students who are much more weaker in their classrooms than yours. And then maybe at the end of a year, you've noticed that one or two of their children have succeeded. Ask about their ideas, whatever they did to get their child to succeed and to learn and to be able to retain whatever they have learned. People are always willing to share. Yes, we know that there are people who will always disrespect you and make you feel uncomfortable simply because you came asking for help. But that's the test as a teacher. That is what you have to have at the back of your mind, because that is what you're teaching your children, that they have to, no matter what, bring out their desires, ask for help, say their mind out without any fear of contradiction or condemnation. You have to do that as well. You can't be teaching what you can't do. So you should try asking for help from other teachers or other members of the management. Maybe your manager has taught. Obviously, managers have taught before finally getting into the management section. So ask. They're going to. It's even better. It helps you get so close to your management and feel at peace with your job. Okay, you need to ask for help. It is very, very important. So on the next one, guys, you need to encourage the child to play less. Yeah, less playing, or whatever play that he or she wants to engage in has to be educative. We already know about play-based learning. Encourage your children to make such play. Let him play with the letter A. Make a play activity involving the whole class, including him holding a letter and standing. I am A, saying I am A. I'm an apple. I am A for alligator. Just help the child whichever way you want to help the child. Make sure that whatever play that they are engaging in, that play should be able to help them in their learning. Or whatever it is that maybe they will do outdoors, that is other plays that doesn't concern their line of study at the moment, make sure that it is limited. They shouldn't play too much, because this child needs to rest more, rest his mind more, because he'll be going through a lot of drills, he'll be going through a lot of studies, way more than every other child in the class. The child needs more rest. Well, the next is, if your child is a special needs kind of child, ADHD children and hyperactive children they have a better IQ than every other child. So they are always found in the list of the high achieving students. But there are some that have maybe speech impairment, maybe they're just shy. And any kind of concern that your child has, you need to take the child from that angle. So maybe you observe the child, see what's the difficulty in his or her learning, and then you'll be able to identify if the child is a special kid or any other thing. That way you know how to handle the child better. And the last one, which is the most important, guys, is to follow the child's learning pace. Not every child is the same. Like we always say, children are like stars and they are different in their own ways, and you need to observe them. Come on, you're just having like 5 to 15 children in your class and you're not able to observe them. The highest number in the UAE is 18. I don't know for other classes or other schools or other countries. So why don't you just take your time and study each of your child? You should be able to tell everything about the child. These children stay in your classroom for 8 hours or more, some less though, but they stay in your classroom for a long while, enough for you to observe them, learn about them, use what or their way of life to help them study. Not every child is the same, because I know very well there are many teachers out there who just feel like if you come into class and you say A, B, C, D, or we're saying our numbers, and then there's one child who is not able to remember the first number, and you just freak out on the child, or you're just overwhelmed without having to understand how the child should be handled, then you're failing. These children have different levels of understanding, and they have their own pace at which you're supposed to help them to study. And with low achieving students, you need a snail pace, very slow. You take your time with them. You know that you have to take your time. You have to work with them in patience and in love, because if not for them, you are not in this job, or your test as a teacher hasn't come. So that's it for today, guys. Please, if you have any ideas on how to deal with low achieving students, please make sure you leave a message on the comment section below, or you can send us a message on our Gmail, which is LittleNolly@gmail.com. Please check our Facebook page, Little Nolly's Dream by Noella. Be good, guys, and have a fun day. Please make sure you subscribe to my channel, and all those old subscribers of mine, I'm so touched, I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.